channel. Today we're going to try out a new sheet mask, but before that I just wanted to make a little side review here. I actually just purchased the Lorac Pro Contour Kit. This contour kit comes with 6 shades. 3 of them are your dark shades. You have a beige and a yellow and then a highlight. Now I'm not an expert on contouring. I rarely ever contour. Actually, I've done it once before. That's it. But I have a Comic-Con coming up and I'm going as Ravenna from Snow White and the Huntsman, and I wanted to try and give myself Charlize Theron cheekbones. Did I succeed? I don't know, I feel like it's kind of heavy. But I just really wanted to point out that this highlight called Shimmer Highlight, creative name, is actually super amazing. It goes on light but gives a nice sheen, and it's just smooth, and everyone uses the word buttery to describe things, but it really is. It actually feels, I think silky is a better word. It's actually really, really nice. And I noticed that it gives a more natural glow than, say, like my Becca highlight here. Which I couldn't even know. Than my Becca highlight, which is in Moonstone. This gives a super glittery, well, it's not really glittery. It's just shimmery. It's definitely shimmery. There's not really chunks of glitter in it. And then the Lorac highlight is shimmery, but it's just more subtle, if you can see the two together. But I just wanted to give a shout out to this palette. It also came with a brush, which I found, it's not that soft, but it definitely was super effective for blending and applying their product. So I thought for $45 that was a pretty good deal. Anyway, so onto the sheet mask. So the sheet mask we're going to try today is by Skin Guardian. This is a 3-part sheet mask. Cleanser, and Ampule, and then the actual sheet mask. So it comes with a O2 Bubble Cleanser, the Skin Guardian Booster Ampule, and then it comes with a Soothing Cellulose Sheet Mask as your 3rd step. It says that this mask is 100% soothing, 96% refreshing, and 86% energizing. I don't really understand what those percentages are supposed to mean. It's on a scale, I mean, like on a scale of 0 to 1, like what's the 1? Like just not soothing, and then 100 is super soothing? As compared to what is what I guess I'm trying to say. Like what is that compared to? The first step is obviously using their cleanser, their Ampule, and then the sheet mask. So I'm going to use my oil cleanser to remove my makeup, and then I'm going to use their bubble cleanser as my 2nd step, and then I am going to exfoliate a little bit because I need it, and then I'll move on to their Ampule before using this. So I think those are the steps I'm going to take. So I will go start this process and be right back. Okay, so I used my oil cleanser and I removed my eye makeup. So step 1 is the, I don't know if you can see it, this is the O2 Bubble Cleanser. I'm assuming I have to get my face wet for this. I'm going to go ahead and splash some water on my face. It smells very familiar. Oh, I can't place it. Oh, it's foaming. How cool is that? Probably why they call it a bubble cleanser. Oh, it's super cool. Now, I definitely think it needs more water than what I put on there. So it seems very thick. So let me go wash this off. All right. So the bubbles did not last for very long, but it was definitely cool that it foamed up so thickly. There's enough in this pack for probably another time. So I'm gonna actually say that. Maybe it will dry out, maybe it won't. We will see. The next step is the Skin Ampule Booster. So the website says that the booster, it will brighten, soften, and saturate skin with a nourishing botanical compound to battle signs of aging and improve skin health and tone. One of the ingredients in here is honey, which I know to be very soothing, especially if you have irritated skin. Actually, during my rosacea flare-ups, I used to make a mask using honey, like a homemade mask, and it did really well for reducing that inflammation. So that's really neat. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. Now it's interesting that, and it has an ampule in here, because a lot of sheet masks are soaked in essence. I've heard of them being soaked in ampule. Like, you get all of those benefits. Ooh, just went everywhere. You get all of those benefits from the sheet mask. So I just find it surprising that this, because we're putting on an ampule and then we're putting on a sheet mask. It feels like we're doing things twice. Repetitive, I guess, is what I'm looking for. So let's put this on here. It's very watery, and it's not creamy, and it absorbed actually extremely quickly into my skin. I'll make sure I get some on my nose. My nose is always where it's dry. It looks like it has not caused any redness on my face, so that's actually a really good sign. Normally when I try a product, if I'm going to have a reaction, it's going to happen within the first few seconds of application or within a minute or so. Sometimes it takes a little while, but that's usually because I'm ignoring the warning signs. I once tried the sheet mask that it was a hydrogel sheet mask, and I put it on, thought everything was fine, and I started feeling a tingling almost immediately, and I just completely ignored it and regretted it later. So always listen to what your body is trying to tell you. That's the motto of my story. And then the final step is the actual sheet mask. So I'm gonna open this up here. Actually, it's really neat that there's enough ampule in there for another day or two. I feel like I didn't use a lot, but I did get my face covered. So let's get this open. I always struggle with these things. Oh, I don't know what it is. This feels super thick and actually pretty luxurious. It feels like a nice thick piece of cotton, which most of them don't feel this thick. That's actually really nice. So, get it on. My favorite part, I get to look creepy. My face feels just coated in a good way. It feels like I just put a nice warm oil on it, strangely enough. It actually does feel pretty soothing at the moment. Good news is, no immediate irritation. Alright, so I'm gonna let this sit. It says for 10 to 20 minutes. I'm going to do it for the 10. I never trust my skin to sit longer than that. And then I'm gonna take this extra product and put it on my neck and pat that in. And also you can put it on your hands. So much product is in there, you can use it later. So if this doesn't irritate you, you can definitely use this as your essence or ampule, because there's so many benefits to just using this super amped up serum. Okay, so I will check back in 10 minutes. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes now. I'm going to go ahead and remove this. Ooh. Alright, and then we just want to pat this excess serum into your skin as best as possible. Now, a lot of times I find that because my skin is so sensitive, I have to wipe this off, but I'm going to leave it on and see how it goes, because I definitely want the extra boost of this sheet mask. My skin, I just changed up a few things in my morning routine, and I feel like it's just been improving daily. So I definitely want to keep that progress going and not hit a snag. My skin has been peeling just a ton here, but since I did a couple of changes, that seems to be stopping. So fingers crossed impressed that I'm on the mend. So so far for the sheet mask, I actually enjoyed the 3 steps, though I do feel that having the ampule in there is not really necessary since all of that stuff should be in the sheet mask. But I did enjoy the bubble cleanser, and I'm kind of curious if you can buy that separately. And the sheet mask itself so far just seems like a normal sheet mask. Great thing is though is that it is not irritating me. Now the package said that it was Skin Guardian, but the website actually says that the company is Secret A. So if you wanted to Google it, you can look for those. I'm also going to link it down into the description below. Also, it was only $2, but it's nothing. I mean, it's nothing to brag about, I guess. It just feels like a standard sheet mask. I will know more in the morning, and actually will go ahead and follow up when I wake up to let you know if I notice any sort of change that has occurred or if my skin feels super awesome in the morning. Okay, so it's the next day. Little follow-up with a 3-step sheet mask that I used. It never actually dried down all the way. It always felt sticky and gunky, and I waited maybe like 2 hours and it just did not go away. So I went ahead and layered my lotion on top of it. I don't know if there's some sort of weird reaction with those 2 products together, but it definitely started to sting and burn right where I have my sensitive skin and rosacea. So I washed it off, and the feeling went away almost instantly after I got rid of it. So I mean, I would say if you have sensitive skin, it may not be the best idea for you. It seemed to be okay as long as I didn't put anything else on top of it. So maybe had I washed off the excess or wiped off the excess, it wouldn't have been so bad. It is only $2, so meh. But realistically, it wasn't anything super awesome. I didn't find that it did anything better than any other sheet mask I used. It seemed pretty middle of the road, so realistically you could probably skip this one and find something better. Well, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like and comment below. Thanks for watching.